In room F of our Architect Gallery tour, we will explore Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, born in 1886 and died in 1969. One of the leading lights of modernist architecture, Ludwig created a body of work ranging from tubular steel furniture to iconic office buildings that would influence generations of architecture worldwide. From domestic spaces like the Villa Truderdent in the Czech Republic to large, elaborate office towers like in New York's Seagram building, he imbued his buildings with fluid spatial harmony, reflective of his oft-talked euphorism, less is more. While this quote may seem to be reflective in the overriding interest in achieving minimalist perfection, his passion for rich materials, surfaces, and texture reveals a creative mind equally preoccupied with the minutiae of architectural space, or, as another quote attributed to him, God is in the details.
In order to have language.
Mies' career took off in the fertile atmosphere of Berlin after the First World War, where leading artists and intellectuals were forming a community that would draw the brightest talents from across Europe. Mies' visionary submission for the 1921 Breitestrasse skyscraper competition, while not a winner, was an unprecedented embrace of the new materials of steel and glass that later defined modernist architecture. As the decade progressed, he received larger and more prominent commissions, culminating in the offer to design the German Pavilion for the 1929 World's Fair in Barcelona. The small structure he built, with its flowing spaces, rich marble walls, and custom-designed furniture, was an enormous success. It was around this time that Mies formed a highly fruitful partnership with the architect-designer Lily Wright, with whom he collaborated on numerous projects. Their partnership lasted until his inauguration in the United States in 1938. Mies did not design buildings with a particular style in mind. For him, the philosophy came first. How building looked was purely an expression of its era and its materials. As he explained, I am not interested in the history of civilization. I am interested in our civilization. We are living it because I really believe, after a long time of working and thinking and studying, that architecture can only express this civilization we are in and nothing less. When Mies arrived in the United States in 1938, he was already internationally known and established in his field. He designed one of the most famous buildings, the Barcelona Pavilion, as the German pavilion for the 1929 International Exposition in Spain. It's a magnificent example of his trademark emphasis on open space. Soon after the success, he served as the director of the Bauhaus, the School of Design in Germany. He elected to close the school in 1933 and eventually left his home country due to mounting pressure from the growing Nazi regime. From 1939 to 1958, Mies served as head of the architecture department of IIT, where he not only redesigned the department's curriculum, but also the university's campus. A year after his appointment, he developed plans for the recently expanded 120-acre campus. Mies designed a collection of buildings with steel and concrete frames wrapped in brick and glass curtain walls, including his masterpiece, Crown Hall. The campus was revolutionary at the time and has perfectly expressed Mies' design principles, less is more approach. In 1960, Mies was awarded the AIA Gold Medal, which is the highest award given by the American Association of Architects. Considered among the greatest architects of the 20th century, Mies' influence can be seen throughout Chicago and certainly reaches far beyond his adopted hometown.